is too boring. I believe that I was born for something greater. I believe that I was born for something higher. And that great purpose, that solemn responsibility bestowed upon me, it is service to humanity and mankind. If you say, me no work say, my baba sha woyimu, me ko me ba de me ye ne de ko ne ba nyina no. Na se me wie, na se sa de mba besua ye nyina yi. De matuto mo ba bedu ha, if it does not benefit the Ghanaian people, especially Mikroma Santiago Nafo, especially Wiamuase, Bipua, Afamaso, Bedumase, Kona, Dewu, Tabre, Asamai, Konya. If the Messiah Nina benefit a Jamase for na me Bewiase Bayete. And from this day onwards, I make a pledge to Ghana for my yebidia. But mekoso answer serve. Mekoso uplifting nipa. Se be shia kofi kwa kuno ye trotro driver. Nanso ne mabua uplifting no. Mekoso aka nokure. Mekoso na ma stand up for justice, regardless of how they brand me. And to honor the ordinary Ghanaian whose story is my story. The me nyina we asitwa ko we say. For the people, service to the people, for the honor that it will be brought to my name. Say me di and munyambe ba ho. And they say mesum me mai na me mai nyam so. So this time around we are back not just to come and do what we usually do, but we are back with a sense of purpose and clarity of ideas. And then Madam said, when we called, you've listened. I am just astonished. So far, the numbers that we see, I'm just astonished. It clearly shows that Ghana for that so epe kadechi no asem. Na Ghana for that so pe masem dia. And then komoni bebre akoso yebedi bi. Nelso mama mo surprise eja. O misa Okatakyie Afrifa be do had Nelso mo surprise no so. Gobi.
Oye.
General.
Oh, yay! More fun. You
more no correct. I want woman the TV amendum na so be free to me na so be any day. Na yini nkomo bebre go bi. Me free Ghana na dia na ko bibia ko yie dia.
Bibia ko so ko
yie.
Na nkomo na twagu achi.
Nkomo na twagu machi wa ho. Efiensem no.
Efiensem.
Daddy Lumba nsem nyasa.
Sending west you were cheap.
You back in your company to see what you ura some George and Sonne DSTV ne one talk see because in state of the nation, the true state of the nation.
Exactly.
Sure. You are a baby sinner and some men also. And near my baby, yeah, you did that lumba and some wakata swinty, yantiasie. You bet you in your Minister of State, who means on farmers here. Nejuma pan say you are no more crying for so moka say yira. Say na nesi komono. Na sebi previous ajapa ni no ko e container sika na aye ma no ko hu yen e wo he. San komoni e be 1 year, you say, Ukuja Twabla Kwabe Kachere say 21 billion and ye benya free orem. 1 year down the limit, but what do I say? The idea ye be this this is the state of the nation at rest. The true state, the people must know. Yama be what yes, the man for an tiasia. Attorney General back to back. No ababa ye press conference. Attorney General Dani Media General. won't come. Name of social media no baby. You be this. But only some crophobia so fighting come 24-hour economy. The market for so more you know some questions. 24-hour economy no I yet day. You be this uncle mono. Do around come. Some jam gold board. ECG continue say yira and ewo he what say sa question when you na yebebusa containers na yira na ya ba foforo ntini ye theatrics amanfo ne ntini na mentia so we will ask all the relevant questions we are me some crofobia ashada no more prepare the minds of the people towards nonsense as if say member in Ghana and you busa question na jo Mahama oba ye no said this ye bu mind ye hunu bi da oba ye said no bu mind nti man tetem ye be busa
stop pepe
John Mahama tetem ye for money because Bank of Ghana says cedi ni 11 and so ko eye ba bi dollar na ankasa wo a eye 12 and na tetem no we need to understand the question is when you bebusa.
Exactly.
Yeah, my minister, Juma so one year Juma. Na Juma pa ne say. Minister, na Juma ne say. Na Juma for one private individuals be kwa akoko na. Na so manfo ne ne sie nti. Ne ani agye ne ebo. Bebusa sa question no. Attorney General say no Foriata kwa hire lawyer for. How can Oforiata go and hire lawyers? One case corner walk with the Nukayan Shasi. Attorney General can Oforiata bet me a file or obey appeal to a federal court from federal court to circuit court to Supreme Court. And you made this sound for Yamen Friday, Tremuya, and Metro, a civil procedure, so I understand the civil procedure of a United States of America. It is extradition certificate, mind you. It is not a judgment of the court; it's a certificate. And for Attorney General to sit down and lie to the people, say a issuance of extradition certificate, obey me appeal to the Supreme Court. Me dwene ho a mentiase. We will have deeper conversations. Now, Attorney General say federal court to be and the file here say federal court to be here because over the America there were 92 federal courts, district courts, 92 federal district courts. A mudia here na wa file a ye kenufuriata asem ne wo. Because baby obe file no. Kenufuriata tie ansa no wa file a ye federal court. Oni baby kenufuriata tie na. Ibebusa sa questions. We will have deeper conversations into the matter.
Exactly. So
Antrone aliane eniama masa na ekoso no. Manfo ne tiase. Manfo ne tiase. Manfo ne drama ne ho nti no mo drama nana jo Mahama ne ba no yi na manfo na baje su ye the real issues that worries them. Yantiase. We will keep on educating the people. We will keep on telling the people without fear, without favor. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Okatakyie Afrifa Mensa. Mamente young komo we in free hotel about that lumba diano. Kovi na ye fa. My name said that lumba asamono ya guna ni mu asie wi. Ya ye de be nyina wi. Eti metie free hotel. Na aremu sam ne se enti se bi mpreduasa o. Ekuo na abusu. Enti nyame a de papa se govi. De mu betimi aye ni. General Kovi, eti ekuo na abusu a dad eti nyame a chewa de papa se de mu betimi aye wo na chi nyina.
Fire.
Said mo se papa nanimu ase say papa ne din. All in the name of fighting for justice and the truth. Gwen who am intimi me gwen ensi. Obi see a TV as obi see a friend papa ho an. Was in lumba. Eti daddy lumba. Na daddy lumba or fighting for justice. or fight for nokure. Question busana ne say nokure na mu dia he na all fight for. Miensa nokure ne yeka ho asemi. Anti akoso and first of all let me state this. But if say me cabinet come odoburu ni fo na mo de makoshe wo say belong to me cabinet come anti akoso me belong to omumienu bia. Omumienu bia wo yi.
Yeah,
if say be bia say nya that no me ni anti akoso asewa.
Stop the
ba kamini modoburu ni. Eti omumienu nyina asem na ye me busa ne say wosi wunua papa ho ahwan wosi wunua ne that lumba. Ana wo defend no credit a kobi me hu ye nka wo ye no anti akosu no kure pa ne se o se that lumba no na me ware no kwajofosu na ware anti akosu kwajofosu budin wanka bi eti anti akosu no kure no kwajofosu me ne kwaje bosia ma no be ho ahwan no beta kwajo na bosia no woje na wo tuai budin kwajofosu no kure ne yente so otua yo so wantua odobro ni so se na mba no kura no mehia no na wohwehwan na jonku nyina atutu ana me fa super good so ye na me di ni si ho na mehwa no wo kwadwo na sa na net budin etika asam no woni funu asam na eka de dikan de toso ye fa yonko ye nyina ye nye na emom ye fa yonko asam ye be ya won power de jaso Etika wo ye papa ho ahwan na se wunua ne dad lumba mpaniampa na odo no a enam dad lumba so na anim akoso se wo anam dad lumba so na anim odobroni eti penimfo se besepa ne ko nyina haban ye tase ne banyansefo tika asem na ko ye no ye kwadwofo so wonye ewiase nyina kwadwo ye bonsam no a na nso wo fa wa amfo se de be ye a wo kyena wo kata na de jaso eti anti akoso wa ware no no ko ye hia papa shi no aba be ka kire papa wa no ye ba lumba no abie ne num kan ne nyum am yete even the last statement fa na yira kosu asewa ho ono a hwe ebuo ni odo o se me yira kosu asewa onye sada o ne mere yo na nso bu ne yire no eti ka wunu ya no busa ho kwashin se kojo fosu dia no akofa be Kojofo so ware anti akosu asewa menim pefe so woni odobroni atena emfie bebra wo man so amaba ko awu eti nkola ni nyina me ma mo eti ka we no besepa ni ko nyina haban ese de ye ware no de ye anware no unua no na akofa aba tubu nkotoye no apa anti akosu besere wate acho wate besere wat na kodwo ehu akodwo wonye bonsa bia nche no so watena wo mfie aduasa man see the see no answer what na ye dia wasem ne ye ka de emramu no kovi ye obi be a friend nemo that called non habit you cannot give what you don't have eti anti aye that lumba dan ye see ne tantra de wo Germany de wo aye Isligo ba bia no anti akohwe wo mu chefa eti emra ne makwan se obetimi di ni nyina mo odoburuni ti anja kusu amesira onya abota wati ni ensi akoi bonsa we no onko na obi wa fro dobro no do amesira wa ni die bia sefata anja kusu amunya din ni anya ne sa why paucho why no ni ye se wuyi nua ebise wunua no na akofa ni mienu nyina aba ayo ya ne manuel wo dobro ni ho no ti wi abetimi no mo afase wo mane wo mu ana papa ho awan besepa ne ko nyina haban na no na wo ba no wa bo adwaman kubi emra no so wo ba ne bo adwaman ye kuno Yesu Kristo ya sem ni din wo si ni trase wo hya ase so wo tworo wo di nyanse to de emra na ka ho stop it boss di wonye bone da want to boy nyasa wo ba ne nam so mo be ye Mary Magdalene onwa it is a wunua no obi na asem se ya ba ye katana deja so ye katana deja na deja so
exactly
or in the name of me fight for the kure na ye nya abusu pani de nka se bi hu di abusu pani a enye politics no waka say win or lose abusu pani no wo de nioma for the sake of unity of the family and coherence di exactly and matter Yadi na bi yabusua pani bi enya no. Emma baby a ye number ye abusua pani ni so wo launch to park movement.
Wow.
Na ko na abusua betra TV so wo finisim no oyinisim. Na de no abusua pani o. Ka me hunu yen ka abusua pani de esi akire no ano media ne ba monko wate na we ofisem ye behwe ni nyina ka. Na abusua pani no afro abusua mase asokonofo. Ye benkonofo me se wate. And when any was and your cotton some be American and the LD be Amadiama. I wish you have son or Cassa. And what you go papa any more say. Or in the dinner switching for no credit.
Exactly.
Nasi Ninia ban the walk was your brempoma. Na lumba and Nasa ne madia. Adia why unia beman, Yamikre diampo bebusa.
Fire.
Tieni
Fire.
esi ade a wo koso abrempoma de waye no nyame twedi ampo ebebusa
Sa
pepe.
you know asam na reho ho
oyene
na yetimi atena ho yesi all in the name of fighting for no krewu agu papa ye ni mu asechara ne so bonsam ebi mawia seda
wow
there should you wo free the wo tio ni enya odobroni won say wodolumba eboroso ya court wadi nkunim ti oti fefie na ami ya de ayi champagne so ya de champagne go so for de be
Fine.
ya de champagne go so for de be ya
bisa no
ni enya so akosi anu no so abetina team legal wife for enya me don was hey Maya, me do hear catch them. What? Monyere mo ho. Monyere mo ho. What? Team league for monyere mo ho. Odobro ni monyere mo ho. Eja ni nti mo nse papa ne din. Na ayo kosu ya me hu se ayi enam se ne ma ne se omummuwa no. Woni bi eja amane muwa wo. Because unu nya asem a emfa wo ma ho. Se na lumba wo problem a emfa wo ma ne ho. The mistake that we make mo ye ne se mo ne be ma nya asem a automatically mo pese mo ka ne frankola ni nyina adai
wow
enti nkola ni be busa question se enti ye papa no lumba anti akosho wanti ye mfu ani anto se ye din be se enti asem go be kurakura enti na wone ko fu no e mo mese na nkola no mo ma me wo ye ni papa adamfo bonni enti na koto enyetri
Fire.
Ankumudie hunu na wanya futu papa nti. Ni no so wanya futu papa nti. Maya de ya metwe de ampo nhira mu nyina. No wafa ya poku wofa ase nyansani wofa ase ni petitre se yewu. Ni ya so wafa ya poku free court na wo him handkerchief. Hallelujah hallelujah for dear bain. Mo maya no. Ya da mo se Maya dear. Nipa de 20 years. I built something for himself. That the Maya dear. No, no kind. Ni kama ne kwa se lumba ne kwa oye kwase ampeni che wiase ni penyi nada. Na se obi ye kwase ampeni no oti se lumba de ne mepese me ye kwase ampeni.
stop
Na lumba no ba e wode ne nsa aye adwumada. Hey. 30-something years and I do the show mu sore tworo nyom na release back to back hit asem gedwa. Ya ka ya se ma no che se yetimi ka ma no go se ma no ni hodi anka lumba no kwa hwe ba bia anse no wa bot krawate medisi no na mo ne be ma tena be ma ne ye bibi na mo boa ne ma ne ye bibi a aya mo kasa ma ne koye se asa mo no bu a obi we helped him to build it. Okay, so mo no amobu a no ma ne build ye no mo se mo de mo ya ade na de o build ye kasa no ye kwase ampani ani nti ekwo no busu mo ya ade ya de mo ase ya me de ampo nhira mo de mo ye me kraya but mo ya ade me se me nhira ma mo wate mo for mo
fire.
Now on the issue of Ubake Niga Gamanche, we very quick one. Mesero. Yanyina nkran ni yenya kiete. Yebesua, yepepa. So culture no, it shouldn't go extinct. Bruni kasa, or language is a soft power. It is a soft power. You cannot use hard military approach, abrasive approach to be able to let people like your language.
Precisely.
It is a gamanche mirror. So why bring yourself and cry a year? Catch the menu on one cry for some. And ya woman must and the folk who yen a bemia who cry cassa. Now no gamanche babesra war. Oh, your showman named in as a cocos young cry. Yes, sir. Cocos young cry now, or china, Obahanania Baby Dinkumobi, and come on, me. I'm said your brown Jamie, me free one, I'm quiet, mental Makeliake, mental Makebuake, can't see a trouble. Monsieur, said you only make can once in a year, Macono. It is a mopesa who say, 7 previous so. And will be Bessiana own share. And once over that, as I told my money, maybe young clan for maybe what. And I am back ready. Oh, yes, the amount Brunica Saquachine because it was a source of merchandise. Yeah, the Digra.
Exactly.
As I focus on a question because we are ready for. Because I come despite and will be a radio station one cry. Clearly, there are ways and means I'll be to media media promote or language. Yatina Krum have a multimedia jam among crime to phone in our career. Adani best. Ola mo jate bi yole. Me kamba mentia ba meto. There's some in the oliake enamokofito obosusu. Eyemede ba mentia sia because it's a soft power. Etiniga wadaruma eba en mankabi. Language is soft power. Sa abrasive approach na money ye. And a munya akwa ba mfiri ho. Ye yi akwa ba free ho na nkrofo asase ya kan gran na de be ya. And again, nigga, respectfully. Mesero. Samoko en mo welcome wo hobroni de mo buamfu. Mo nua no ma tie kire ha ya kwa aba na ebo ho na mo adwa. Oya sadia the people will shun away from adia na apesa oye no. Mesere wa asa obesa me ya nkran no kwa chira. I am willing to help. Now so we must not be abrasive with our approach. Soft power. Why? Because what is that why? Go for your to life and reality in specific issues. Now me sa papa into before that you know. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 3 3 Bobby, Jenna. Okay. Yep. Papa, your friend of Sam George, Sam Jata, if I were Jata or your okra. Now you are appointed Minister of Communication, State of the Nation address. First person I address the issue. Yes, Sam Jata. So okra said you Sam George.
Okra George.
Now you are appointed as a Minister of Communication. For 8 months, Govi, and some who private company and the boy ni would do 6 months to 8 months. Montemo prices so, Yante so, prices so, the Menoka says Sam George so by any appointing getting to 1 year a dear na why. In any case. Sam George is what Tiasiasa Ghana is a free market economy and Otiasiasa. And yet free market economy. It is driven by demand and supply. It may a private company and your friend DSTV and a DSTV no me price BGC. Your course you go where demand is higher than supply, then automatically prices will go up. Minister of State. Now, say when we say there is a monopoly be somewhere, DSTV is enjoying monopoly. Instead of you to say a market competition, you know, you are there thinking of price setting. What is price setting? You don't even understand your job.
Precise.
Constitutional mandate,
Teaching us.
you do not even understand it. Your statutory mandate as a minister, no, you do not even understand it.
Exactly.
The private pay TV service.
Sure, not here.
Oba bedru America. Omu wo Hulu. Omu wo Netflix. Omu wo Amazon. Omu wo debe. O subscribe to we na say nyo da. Omu board ya. O ko the next one. HBO ni ade na ko the next one. It is why you minister of state.
Precisely.
That's waba. What your policy formulator. Etika who say baby question. What do? You create a policy. And the market competition.
Precise.
To strengthen the regulation, the existing regulations, and the market competition, beba. Or expand the market access, or build the troublemaker. Who you not Africa Kofi or say, Kofi say, one for Kofi Bra. But who say DSTV before I did not cry, GTV, you who say ABC and D. It's Mumbra. Now you mere Mumamana money, a DSTV in compete. Minister of Adanic machoism. Private institution to be. So be a private institution. One minister now got church was in front of body.
Fire.
The policy framework ban a woman minister no or the two akwemu. Say bet me a break is just the monopoly no. I really way why is the policy paper? Why is the regulatory framework? Why is the so be attracting alternative people? And DSTV in one matches all over the world. In America, but this is not going into the minds, not concert, drama. Concert, drama, theatrics. Shifting the attention of the people from the real issues. Sam George. Yende Sam George.
The Home Minister.
Yende Sam George.
More fire.
You currently pay 59 Ghana cedis. When you pay 59 Ghana cedis, you get upgraded automatically to Access, which is valued at 99 Ghana cedis, and you get 35 more channels. This represents a 40% savings if you were to pay for the Access yourself. Second bouquet, Access, currently going at 99 Ghana cedi. If you retain your Access bouquet at 99 Ghana cedi, MultiChoice will bump you up to the family bouquet, which is currently priced at 190 Ghana cedis. You get 19 more channels, which means that if you were to stay on Access and get bumped up, for the value you get, you make a savings of 48%. If you're on the family package, which is currently valued at 190 Ghana cedis, DSTV will automatically bump you up to Compact, which ordinarily goes for 380 Ghana cedis. You get 22 more channels and actually get access
such a shameful behavior and character. Minister of State and anyone that for a private individual, but Minister of State, and then one no done a PRO, announce prices of a year and a month for the okay. So after 3 months, our prices, what next? Policy na when they buy, a day. Now, in any case, DSTV, COVID a necessity and that's luxury. Me who you, and minister there, you do ba bam. The way you say in such a way, say, dear a necessity, no. Now, maybe the minister who turn the idea only DSTV for Antoquano, State of the Nation address, FM home. Wow, 8 months, edge yebre. Some George, 8 months, edge yebre. So the simple question we are asking some George is, Oba for the past 8 months, again, why ye?
More fire. More fire.
Yen influence
more fire on him.
Na yen hwe adie yen hwe
Compact Plus, if you're a Compact Plus customer like you, 570. Tomorrow, if you want to watch your Compact Plus, you save 190 Ghana cedi tomorrow by paying 380 and still watching your Compact Plus.
Well,
this cannot be said to be the same.
Based on what you said yesterday,
yes.
Tomorrow, in my case,
yes,
I still will pay 570.
Because you want to pay 570 and watch premium.
Price reduction. I still will pay 570.
No. What do you want to watch? Do you want to watch your Compact Plus or premium?
I want my Compact Plus.
Then you don't need to pay 570. You need to pay 380. You need to drop and save yourself 190. You save yourself 190 Ghana cedi, pay 380, and you will still watch Compact Plus.
Compact Plus is still 570. Is it not?
The content is worth 570.
Compact
Plus
is still 570.
The content is worth 570.
Compact
Plus
Plus
being offered to you at 380.
Compact Plus is still 570.
The arrogance with which until machoism be Charlie. He has no clue what it means to say a minister.
Never.
The beyond he has no clue what it takes to be a minister. Minister, the only minister we want to say. We have some judge and tour. Now, young state of the nation. 24-hour economy, no. I had day. 24-hour economy, no. I had day. Bobby. Yeah, 24-hour economy. Yet, Chroma say na 24-hour economy. But to I'm catching them say, "Omuni policy IBA framework be any o."
Nabi.
Nemo mo na manfo ni pibiate. Na okay, how to win elections. Akwentu 0. Etworo koma ani nua maku 0. Ewo Rome. Time wana maku 0 epe eyetumi ewo Rome. Abeye omo emperor. Okachire say promise the people so hard. Because people get disappointed when you don't promise them than when you are not able to deliver the promise. Will be ready. How by we are speaking to issues and educating you. Marcus 0, Ninia Quintus 0, Chro Krata command, time I know emperor of Rome. No, Katya say. One of the things you must do is that you should promise the people so hard, because people get disappointed when you don't promise them than when you are not able to deliver the promise. It's in a 24-hour economy. One year down the lane, what is the state of 24-hour economy?
More fire.
This is the 24-hour economic clock. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. 1, 3, 3. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabe Didi. Ezu. Extraordinary problems require extraordinary solutions for extraordinary results. And so businesses and public organizations will be encouraged to operate 24/7 in 3 shifts of 8 hours each. This will boost production, it will increase employment and provide well-paying jobs. It will transform Ghana into an import substitution and export-led country. It will increase employment opportunities and revenue, and it will enhance access to public services. We will focus on some selected public institutions that have huge customer traffic. For instance, the ports and harbors should be open 24/7. That means we have to employ more workers at the port. We have to employ more customs officers, more Gapoha workers, more forklift operators and all that. We need customs. Customs should work 24/7. 3 shifts.
Mr. President, 1 year on, Akufo-Addo buy in the first year, 2017. The first year, Nana Kofi, General, annual or launching the flagship program, Free SHS.
Precisely.
1 year down the lane, which sectors are operating the 24-hour economy? What are the measurable outcomes as it stands now? Mr. President, we want to know. Why is it 24-hour economy? Oba, your nurses for current 1 year. What is the status of job creation under the 24-hour economy? Samejamfi, 24-hour economy, no? What is the status? What percent is our policy way say a major employment engine? How many jobs have been created? Which industries have adopted the 3 shift? 1 job, 3 shift, 3 jobs. Data 133 go be. Data 24-hour economy away. Man for the NTSCT. Data 24-hour economy. Citizens in the pursue muhuno. Now 1 year at a concert. Man for the NTSCT say. When the boxing, the Lamfa. Near the Shatawali na lumba die ba ya boa lumba die se 3 months ya nka na concert nko salary arrears of nurses, doctors, teachers kula muntimintua and I don't mean say agoya kotobonku ya otega ateyi wasi ya tua teachers ka the several months of see ntua omuka no ya tua omuka nti yemo yensam aban no it's crazy to say aban yend Edigobi clearly a frakadam 24-hour economy no the state of the nation, you know, actually say 24-hour economy be anyhow. Yet same a gold board so
we would love to do that. But if you are not holding quantity, and that is where John Mahama's 24-hour economy comes in as a deliberate government intervention to encourage that person and make it easy for him. Okay. Yet it was no. You think Kenya boso. Yeah, the idea be by friend of time of use tariff. And mra will be use Kenya and a better boa will be tria. It will use soon Kenya no. And mra di padod will use soon Kenya and your friend.
Samejam film kwane said usika in Kenya.
In Kenya.
So in Kenya no away here time of use tariff for said no away.
Active.
Samejam fi away. How many companies necessary at the time of use tariff for said in Kenya no? How many companies? And the people are not interested in these particular things. They are distracted. A lot of things distract them. The state of the economy, the 24-hour economy, Madaruma, Ghana was told, Ghanaians were told we should expect major economic shift 1 year down the lane. 24-hour and coming in. President
John Dramani, please, we are on our knees. Some of us work for the party. Look, these are our party cards. This is my party card. This is my paying card. This is where I pay my dues. Look at this one. Look at this one. You see, so it is not politically motivated. This is my party constitution. It is not by NDC MPP. Please, the youth have worked and must be paid. Teachers must be given clearance. Those who are in the house, they should be given clearance to work. You see, Ghana, we don't respect teachers. It is teachers who make every profession. So now, why are you making it look as if we should regret why we chose this profession? All of us cannot be at the presidency. All of us cannot be at the ministries. All of us cannot be doing any other work. Some must definitely teach. And so if you have chosen this profession, and this is how Ghana is treating us, if you don't get teachers to work, if you don't get teachers to teach our words, what will the country, how will the country be? How will it be?
If you don't get teachers to teach our words, kope baby for fraud. What na buying what other mo 24-hour economy.
That one.
Obi. So the state of the state of the nation address here mo hunu the ekoso. Yamani bebre nya na kore. Ye bo chiri. Say. Go bi ati kroma say. Ana omode ayibaye. Ora.
Six cases that we have reviewed in detail. If we are successful in recoveries, we can retrieve as much as 20.49 billion United States dollars. 20.49 billion United States dollars, 36 cases, and that's from National Cathedral, PDS, MS, SML. You have the GMPC salt pond decommissioning.
Okujatu, 21 billion away.
Man.
21 billion. 1 year down the lane. Ora me pamucho madaroma 21 billion ewahi.
Bisa more.
Major campaign promise some be retrieve corruption. They say Attorney General, and no media general, and a media general. They say medium no ba. You be a court at all. Attorney General's uncle court. Hey, ya ba media ni ba. Na Attorney General no. They say mama nko media general for headquarters. Cause me nim the oil. Now the because of the respect I have for the deputy Justice Remsai.
So precisely.
And Nadia, you better to you better man for what the Musa government will say. What is the clear commitment of Ora and Diana Bamaja Dodo says he can imagine saying court on sense
Not fire.
Yenti Okujato, Yanko Suntino.
And we decided that in this open session we will not go into greater detail. There's a great deal of resources belonging to the taxpayers that can be retrieved. Then we've also done an estimate of the state capture, the lands. If we successfully ask people to pay conservative market value for the lands they have looted, again, the experts are telling us that we can recover about 702.8 million United States dollars for the Ghanaian people. That's if we just ask
708 million. Sign a multi-miagie. No catch it. Ora, hey, yede ayi akwaya wakasa lawyer yaka your friend say Martin Pebu. Ora, we go after them. Ora, akwaya day. 1 year down the lane, state of the nation. What is the true state of Ora? What have they been able to achieve?
Ask them.
Ora, no. What is the true state of Ora? True state of the nation address. We will keep on advising. Obi, yebema mo hunu di ekoso. Dede ni adini nyina nkahwe. Afinie concert ne president Mahama waje fans ni we are humble but okay we are humble nyina na concert no kata the real issues, so I am not part of it. You watch the true state of the nation. True state of the nation.
Those who were paying 42,000 cedis, 120,000 cedis, 160,000 cedis to pay the fair market value. Those are lands that $500,000, $600,000, you will even struggle to get cantonments land at that figure. So very conservative estimates. We take the view that if people are asked to pay the real market value, this is how much we can retrieve. So in all, just a summary, the 36 cases, the high amount cases that we put together, and then the land loot, potentially we can raise about 21.19 billion United States dollars. And that is far more than what we have been chasing the IMF for. We have also saved large portions of the agric mechanization lands at cantonments. Those of you who are conversant with that land opposite the Elwak Sports Stadium, all of it had been allocated. The documentation we have is that all of that land has been sold. And the sad part is that you will see from the report, some people, prime cantonments land, paid as low as 42,000 cedis. 42,000 cedis for a plot of land. Some 160,000 cedis. And these government officials, MPs, ministers of state. So,
Gobi, General.
Bisa no hene.
Me ofa kempo, me ofa me nya me hu se wo frɛ na me wi a me frɛ. Why? Me frɛ ni edi ma me akoso se wa onkomo. Why? Ni ade nyina. Gofi oyi.
Hene.
Na ye free ora ne ho no a. Yeti kromo asei. Ana rantie bi e frɛ ni Jakwa. Ɔne ne nkurɔfoɔ hyehyɛ kambu.
The national security has made a massive bust, seizing a large unspecified amount of US dollars and Ghana cedis, including other counterfeits, hidden in 12 20-footer shipping containers. The containers were tracked to a warehouse at Sapiman in the West municipality, where a special operation was conducted after a tip-off. The cleverly concealed currencies, mostly bundles of US dollars, was found in wooden boxes filled with cement. Other boxes opened in the warehouse during the operation revealed extra currencies stashed in boxes that are barricaded with plywood and concealed with charcoal. According to the national security operatives involved in the operation, 2 containers
the state of the nation, Jakwa. Gold in gold na muko any sika dollars na muko ewo he we want to know the truth of the nation ewo it's a muko nya gold na ebesi ne ya hunu ba bi e fire dia and it means more as gold in the dollars no, because the people must know. The people must know. For several months, 1 year down the lane, the question is louder. That needs answers. Where is the gold? Where is gold bond? Gold bond fire. Moti kwesa say masami jamfi be ka kire ye say. Wa cheche ko bi ayi ma be fasa ko sami jamfi asem so. Me yanko we so ECG. Jina po, sabu jina po. Se wayo. O be ka kire ye say ko sa yira. Over 2,000 something. Even state of the nations are containers when away. What is the question? What is the status of a year container away? Them. It's Mount Fon and Tinio Manwasi. Why the state of the nation addressing the neighbor? I go for yet he has said gold board may be making losses. Okay? So gold board may can want some kind of and it is coming out gold board is making losses. Now you information fire. Oh, you want fire. Gold board is making losses. The true state of the nation. You free message ECG containers in the 2,637 and wahefa.
Expose them.
This Omon
Ohene.
kano kure.
Yense wo ho.
Na manfo na
Yense wo
yes.
ho.
Forgiveness yira ya yesi yenhu ye ewo he. Ne dollar ye kwache ni opoku ase ne ewo he. The state of the nation.
Mr. Nome.
Obi awia na.
No fire.
Ye busa sa question. Obi awia.
No fire.
Yes, anka you. Eja obi na ya oya kakalization, yanka kakalization.
Meanwhile, a manhunt is underway for 4 suspects, including a ringleader known only as Alaji. The warehouse yielded even more shocking discoveries, including boxes of metals suspected to be gold bars, counterfeit notes in 50 and 100 cedis denominations, and fake Ghana Army uniforms and boots.
The state of the nation, you know. Ogwako. Baby ayaba bedu no. Etro ne edibu man.
Sa?
Etro. Ye ninu kure me ye ho. Obi yan sorry for ya Asam George ni ahwe ora ni state national security ni gold board nsensem etro mo dibu man. Na afi ya ka 24-hour economy. Mame nko 2 major topics enti mi wa ha. Very important topic. Attorney General the press conference awaye efa oforiata ho. Respectfully say you are not an honest person to the people when it comes to this very matter.
Never.
Attorney General eba beka nse bi. Second oforiata and wa high lawyers for CM fighting man. You know say Attorney General ne question. Second oforiata fight high lawyers in the bay.
Bisano.
Or high lawyers in so mo nya dey. Because emra extradition bi an start here. Can oforiata ntimi high lawyers so mo go here.
Never.
It's a question you busa Attorney General. Attorney General. The bena can oforiata high lawyers no. Now also file ye ujina okasai for several hours. When to me for one single evidence I must say. Suit your file ye ni. Your file no federal district way. Sa federal district way ni file ye gobi. Na suit na bani. Judge na teso. When to me am for bibi sama.
Fire.
Wa for bibi sama. Yankan si sudi. Eti Attorney General question ye busa na say so far can oforiata owo he. Enkomo bi akoso wo ho. Mama mi ni kakra nkyere mo.
Fire.
John Mahama campaign team say. They say yeah beto aba no. The last $20 million omunya free he. Monti ya make ye. Monti na ye. MP before question me busa na fa momo ho. Musa John Mahama aban say the last $20 million on the year in the campaign onya free he.
Fire.
You busa question.
Bisano.
John Mahama mo here ya beto aba na John Mahama was kra. Na you're very fluid. Now opposition owo skase kura de na eye nwanwa.
It means that.
Adia wo mu ye nyina points to the fact say it looks like obi mpese adia no ye be chicken oforiata na mo de manfo no adwene edi agro and mechire ni enti
Fire.
yanko hwe Attorney General yenti Attorney General.
Principle of reciprocity applies, okay, and I would have been very happy to hand over Abutrika as I have done, okay, and then get Oforiata quickly in return, all right. But usually, the extradition proceedings take place in a court of competent jurisdiction.
Okay.
Hold on. Abutrika as I have done.
Hold on. Attorney General, Jinaso na yemusa question. Kovi. Mama mi say general question. Or say or you sue word say. Usually the extradition process not started in a competent court of federal jurisdiction. Oba mremu agovi. Ubisa lawyer ni biya say what is the most principal law here pass obi huna. And say say wusua mrani nyina wie na wunim jurisdiction of the court a wasua gukwa. It says oba file a case. Na case ni wunim ade mani kosisen. Wa bene mani kosisen. Na on the call the wrong court wa de ayeye nyina no. Brunisi o say enkase. Okasa no say extradition process it starts at the competent court of a federal jurisdiction. Tienio. Meanwhile, federal jurisdiction chrono. Wamfa Antonio. Wantimi anka nkyere say Obedu United States here. Federal District Court war a United States here. A year 92. Ukodu New York, for instance. Federal District Court in 3 New York. Your forum and venue selection. Untimi now sorry I say my file case. You cannot fight an extradition that does not exist. If it's an American from Extradition Act of 1960, Section 7, the ECA, United States, who file a federal question, who file anyway. Now, yenti,
to take a moment to announce that I have formally transmitted the request for the extradition quickly in return. All right. But usually, the extradition proceedings take place in a court of competent jurisdiction. In our case, that is the district court. All right. In the U.S., it will also be the federal district court. Now, mind you, the person who is the subject matter of extradition will fight it in court. Okay, so the American authorities won't just take my request and say, here you are, here is Ken Oforiatta, and then here is, his other accomplished, and you take them, and then they can face trial. It will have to go through court proceedings in the U.S. All right, and I just got to know, that he has hired some of the top. Yesterday, I got to know that he has hired some of the top lawyers in the United States of America, very experienced lawyers, to defend him. Now, I'm not afraid at all. All right, I am not afraid at all. But it means that there's going to be a fight in the federal courts in the U.S.
Attorney General, I am so sorry. You are a noble gentleman. Why are you deceiving the Ghanaian people? Ken Oforiatta has hired some top lawyers. So first of all, extradition process, to challenge an extradition, there must first be a formal request from Ghana. Later, the timelines and data or the extradition procedure, you can clearly tell us a time like Ken Oforiatta and lawyers, and Ken Oforiatta can appeal to the circuit court. So go through almost state court and almost federal court. Almost your friend is federal district court, circuit court, and some United States Supreme Court. Now go exactly. You can say extradition. Say federal district court or magistrate naswa. They all you have to say. Issue extradition certificate. TNU by a member. You read extradition a year, section 1. I say a requisition for a surrender of a fugitive, criminal of any country, who is suspected of being in Ghana, shall be made by the minister by a diplomatic representative or consular office for that country. The minister by order signify to a district magistrate that the requisition has been made and require him to issue this warrant for apprehension. Now, sir, extradition process will be the same reciprocity. Was reciprocity. Exactly. Reciprocity. They say, send the towards extradition process. Sana US so any delay. So Ghana, extradition Act of 1960, Section 7. Or say who extradite obi aba be di bone. Oba say e ne de ne ko ne kuku. The NC edi kan ye ne say. Nipa ne kuro mu ne diplomatic senka ye ni okuje to ablakwa. Ebe file abasi Ghana for mo hwehwe nipa no mame. So US is almost the same. Extradition process is almost the same. Now, you ready we say US for tie hey gobi ehwe ni. Now obedu ha 18 United States Code section 3184. Or say whenever there is a treaty or convention for extradition between United States and any other foreign government, any justice or judge of the United States or any magistrate authorized, the key word here is authorized. So you cannot just sit down and allow any judge at all, any magistrate at all, to sit on an extradition process. General Tienier. So Attorney General Babeka Chere say, ya file Kenoforia time high lawyers for na a lawyer for no more top class. They are fighting the extradition. It's a lie, palpable. Because first of all, you must tell us where Oforiata is. Because you can't just wake up and come and serve a year extradition process anywhere. It must be at the right a year federal district court. Federal district court, you know, so baby, a dipana or reno otie. Eti Attorney General for Oforiata address na wunimuno of Ambreye. Eti Attorney General Oforiata address ne breya. Ni ahunu so Oforiata oti California, Oforiata oti New York, Oforiata oti New Jersey. It is our federal district court in the New Jersey no. And one year file federal na memi nko yi sa court nemra ni nyina yem ready. So no suit. Oh my, so the idea that somebody is fighting extradition is not true. You ready? A year section 18, you ready? I say, may upon complaint made under oath issue warrant for the apprehension. Govi, social media. Govi, Mona Montia, no problem. Attorney General is lying to the people. They've said no US court is hearing any extradition case. Maybe extradition case in Omoyen, Ewahi. Attorney General, Dominica Yini, why are you lying to the people? Semenoka say Federal District Court to obey and our file extradition process against Kenoforiata because you can't just wake up and file extradition process anywhere at all. So why is it? Now, Yenti Attorney General.
Former Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta and his chef de cabinet, Mr. Ernest Dako Akori. You will recall that the Office of the Special Prosecutor investigated acts of corruption and corruption-related offenses by the former Finance Minister and his accomplices and proceeded to file charges in the High Court of Justice against them. On November 19th, 2025, that is this year, my office received a formal request from the Office of the Special Prosecutor to initiate extradition proceedings for Kenneth Oforiatta and Ernest Dako Akori from the United States of America. Following a preliminary review, our International Cooperation Unit observed that certain aspects of the request require clarification and enhancements to align with the applicable legal and procedural requirements. We communicated these observations to the Office of the Special Prosecutor via a letter dated 25th November 2025 and requested supplementary documentation to ensure completeness. On December 9th, 2025, the Office of the Special Prosecutor provided a requested additional documentation and addressed observations.
So by December 9th, and I am not say 22nd. So at what point in our filing extradition
that we raised, thereby finalizing the extradition request packages. Subsequently, on December 10th, 2025, my office transmitted the complete request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for onward transmission to the competent authorities in the United States of America. That is, in this case, the Department of Justice of the United States.
So the Department of Justice of the United States, Anna Ode Ebrenwo. So clearly you understand that a Department of Justice of the United States, Anna eventually issue a arrest warrant. So how did you manage to tell the Ghanaian people, say, can Oforiata hire a lawyer for, so among fighting the extradition process? You know what I'm here. Because you're ready, sir, you're ready. You're ready. Now, I say, if on such a hearing, he deems fit, here we are talking about judge now, Bet National, he deems fit the evidence sufficient to sustain the charge under the provisions of the proper treaty or convention, he shall certify the same to the Secretary of State that a warrant may issue for the surrender of such a person. It's the Attorney General, our lawyer, Ninim say a banner extradition and your final decision of a court. So if extradition is just issuance of certificate, how did you manage to say that it is appealable? Because per section 3184 of United States Code, no, extradition is appealable. The only time a decision is appealable at the court is when that decision is a final binding judgment of a court. In some instances, when your lawyer when him say even temporary restraining orders and injunctions near the Quran and appealable at the court. How much more a certificate, magistrate, and a judge neighbor issue, and a woodtran torture Ghana for one say. Can Oforiata high top lawyers what they air fighting?
At this point, it is left to the American authorities, especially the judicial authorities, to make a determination on whether a sufficient basis exists for the two accused persons to be extradited to Ghana to stand trial. And because the matters have already been filed, and because they have been filed by the Office of the Special Prosecutor.
Filed where? Which court? Which judge? When was the hearing done? Filed where? Extradition cannot be filed at any just U.S. district court. Yes, I mean, you should give the people credit them with some intelligence. Etikenophoriata ne address otehe. Kenoforiata ne address no otehe. Ana mo file a federal court. Semuni maybe otedi amon kanchire. Now there is no appeal, no second hearing. If it's a judge no ye magistrate court no, onye determine say yes extradite Abu Treka. It's a certificate to be released in the Nako. But we try to the man for say Kenoforiata will be fighting, going to the circuit. When you market some bachi Kenoforiata. And maybe some question said $20 million now modi ya mo campaign last minute na ewe he $20 million ewe na ya chief Kenu woman chicken Oforiata no enche ne chena wa agere yo say be chicken Oforiata is a lie. It's a lie. Yan chicken Oforiata ne enche ne chena. So why gonna ayo say you ready a year. Okay. Sorry. I'm back to Ofancha message. I say Mr. X and Mr. Y. I feel no motion near my name. Or come Mr. X, Mr. Y, so still I don't want EPP and your what's here too. Now, Yansha Adewi. When him say Adi Attorney General and Washada and war, yes, I be our best second of Oriata case, and make sure the India. Because as part of a year treaty conventions between a year United States, say all politicize adhere too much. A fugitive criminal shall not be surrendered if the offense in respect of which his surrender is requested is one of political character, or if it appears to the Court of National Liberation Council that the requisition of a surrender has in fact been made with a view to try or punish him for an offense of a political character. Tienyo. Eti adi Attorney General ya de bia no odi abegina media mu a or fight Kenoforiata onimpe fe se mra ne kase se ye kase obi mra for extradition process Na say nipa ne politicize ade any too much. United States will not give that person to you. So say, why are you lying to the people? I don't know which man for an intro. It's a man for you. They are some opium. Ye media money diasem. Menoka said there is no extradition anywhere. Say be what Wadaroma Attorney General yesrewa for extradition, court to cry mo file, Fabra ni nyina enye. Why? Ye nyina enhwe. So it's a lie. No extradition. Bibia say anyhow. Attorney General ni twa motro. O twa motro. O twa motro pa.
Principle of reciprocity applies, okay, and I would have been very happy to hand over Abutrika as I have done, okay, and then get Oforiata quickly in return.
Now then, Abutrika, right. The one fighting case, from Supreme Court, from District Court to Abutrika, or you decided and I'm going to call yes, sir. Now, it's me fighting extradition process up to a year Supreme Court level. So I believe that Abutrika would. So, Attorney General no cannot correct. Munina Mudia. Now, last minute, Yamfa last state of the nation, Emra, here we are, Yan Soroso. Yet Kroma say Emma Ura John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama said Yatu Abama no 2016. In fact, who penipo ye lucky power we are here. John Mahama ye MP, Deputy Minister, Minister, Vice President, President. Anna the Nimugu Asia 2016. Or Dan and one or Kobaye. Okoba and Yamiya and Adamsa sharing Munyam. And this president, Bahuno said, Encophobia Shasia, Yentie Mahama Ayarga. Empina went to me Kunikrubuno. Yentie Mahama Ayarga. Now Mahama Ayarga, essay, and now a Juma Papa, Jomama Boninti. A betty me cry, Yamma, Jomahama unco Tetem.
But due to the very, very excellent performance so far of John Dramani Mahama, Ghanaians are asking him to seek a third term. I know that. I know that because I read on social media, I listen to conversations, and Ghanaians believe that as a result of the good deeds of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, they don't want him to leave the presidency.
They believe a third term is possible.
And they believe that a third term is possible. And they are demanding for a third term. But John Dramani Mahama has not given any indication that he wants to go for a third term. But I have always said that Ghanaians will be the ultimate deciders of the future of this country. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, why do I say that? Please pay attention. Why do I say that? Next doors in the Côte d'Ivoire, the opposition leaders came to me when I was in the ECOWAS Parliament and complained that the president there wanted to go for a third term. And they were calling on us in West Africa to support them to oppose and prevent the president from going for a third term. So I asked them, the president who is seeking for a third term, is he going to put a ballot box in front of the citizens and ask them to vote?
This useless conversation being had by Mahama Ayarga. Any serious jurisdiction, Mahama Ayarga would have resigned as the majority leader of our parliament. Now, Ghana Parliament, over the quality of people who stand on the floor of Parliament to debate, they lack even the intellectual firepower to be able to debate on the floor of Parliament. And unfortunately, it's the truth. The likes of Victor Usumu Jina floor of Parliament, President Kufuor Jina floor of Parliament, JH Mensa Jina floor of Parliament, no more making debate. They are making coherent analysis of issues. Look at Mahama Yarga. Any serious country where majority leader of the party, any what the constitution says, and this is not about politics. We are sipping you, metro, we don't history. But I want to say, no, Mr. Constitutional Review Commission for the Abase, my MPs in your ministers. There is historical antecedent to that. But I want to say, the Abase, yen changing from 4 years to 5 years. There is historical antecedent to that. And I'm saying Ghana for an city. And the same thing is, Anna Kwame Nkrumah time, you see, yeah. Kwame Nkrumah Obaye 1948 riot. Kwame Nkrumah ye pamo no ye chine kotu mu na Nyankopon ye na dom se de Jomama ye gu nanimu ase 2016. Nyankopon ye na dom etie ni sufre. Ana Kwame Nkrumah in 1951 or so ye the election session so BT ye UGCC for. Then onya nkrofo me sha ase keka nkwase asem kire no Kwame, you can do it. Kwame, the people love you. Kwame, go ahead. Na Kwame Nkrumah ye no yi Chief Justice Akukosa said your mama ba you no so yi Chief Justice Tokono hwim kwasesem sa na Kwame wakofa Preventive Detention Act we use parliament na ye de man no majority parliament na ye de man Kwame Nkrumah no na Kwame Nkrumah use the same majority parliament no masesa mbara no Preventive Detention Act. Don't forget everything Kwame Nkrumah did was law, it was legal, but it weakened the institution. And one of your mama by your mufu eleno, young, ye Chief Justice, no, you know, you have super majority. Kwame Nkrumah no super majority, super majority. It was 33 against 3 seats. So it was a super majority back in 1950. Say ya only near Katuri Trim. Now Kwame Nkrumah, have you graduated? We said your mama and walk at you, ye easy. We Kwame Nkrumah do any issue. But you no use parliament super majority near the man no. And or pass him, they say, Grandma declare one party state. Said the name Crawford, a Jimmy for air catcher or say, Constitution, you know, Sisan, Ewa Bra, would your mama when you win him the SC. The Entiana coup d'etat as a coso. Emma Sa, a year republic way, Etimia survive is the hope that people think they will get the chance to choose their government every 8 years. Now, what you say, yes, it's a constitution, Messa could be you, and President Mama Power, Betimia could be you, na said your mama doing some many Ghana. A man was sorry Pomo Kwame Nkrumah. Tell me a Pomo Kwame Nkrumah no. Now question Saki. One in a num a year. Hanover, on free Hanover, Oko China. Question Saki Jana ho, Eba Ghana. Eba Sarana to the Kumakers. Eti nipa ne ben wonu ane be yiwama. Wodi amu monada. Mama Yalga went to me nkoni kuro monada. Say wo betimi aye. Go betimi aye. Say yana ne ye Kwame Nkrumah. Sana a champion beji to me, a champion jail to me in my mouth for the course derby or pay union government or then Crawford catch a champion bet me ayo champion on one and Crawford general kufu with the two no. Eti mama yaraganya tirikoto said Jemuamwa. Now one nada. So bet me ayo. The Ghanaian of yesteryears, the Ghanaian of 1966, the Ghanaian of 1972, the Ghanaian of 79, Ghana will way or the sotiasi. The entire Yejam Mamudi Sansem, who know as politicians, is because of the hope said, a nipa we were trying to 8 years in the Obekwa Mubiaba. It's refreshing. As I back obey illegal, so be Mubiako. The Article 66.2, Yenredi Article 66.2, 10 years, or Obiadenkophobia imported nonsense into it. Say Article 66.2 say consecutive terms. This is the written or the actual text of Article 66.2. Article 66.2 is very clear. I say a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. You need any consecutive. You need any caveat be 2 terms, full stop. The president limit is entrenched. It will be until me mama can't say. ana constitution say 2 consecutive terms debe na fa he go say your mama me say mancrofo na da so odwe say Ghana for e ka water odi am mo na da oba afoforo na o mo boje so John you think you are doing what you are not doing anything the people just don't understand na mama ya ga oh ya man tete said Sabia no mo ye the constitution we are surviving for the past 33 years is because of the hope of the people changing their government every 8 years. And a constitution is supreme than you, John Dramani Mahama. Even if you decide to amend the constitution, which there is a process because the constitution under Article 290, that chapter 8 is an entrenched provision. So there are processes, a entrenched amendment. Even if the people decide to amend the constitution, which means say emaso. You read Article 290 was this article applies to amendment of the following provisions of this constitution, which are in this constitution referred to as entrenched provisions. As a chapter 8, the whole of chapter 8. So chapter 8, amendia. We hear say we go through Council of State. We hear say we gazette. Na ye hwede obenya tumi so di sansem hono no. Memo papa be na John Mahama ni bu a ye hunu bi da concert ne theatrics no. Enti ye besesa constitution amenako. Tie nyansa. Mr. President tie. Now ye read Article 1 to was a constitution shall be the supreme law of Ghana. And any other law found to be inconsistent, no judicial interpretation shall save you. Now, you better find any means possible. Any means possible. And you defend it. Because Constitution under Article 3.4, you read what Article 3.4 says. All persons of Ghana shall have the right and duty at all times to defend this Constitution. And in particular to resist any group of persons, any person or group of persons seeking to commit any of the acts referred to in clause 3. To hear what I'm say about abrogating constitution, you know Ghana for your cowards. Obviously, the laws were made for men. No problem. Said the laws were made for men. No, yes, so kwasi asem so. You benya bodamini ya ochina wono so beba. Also, I didn't cry, say, you're free 2 times and 3 times. You better about after every 20 years. You think you are the only people who are power hungry. You people. They make any Mr. President. So, what you say you're more powerful, when you answer, Obi Antimi Nyoria, Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana for, there were Jefa who dear my Ghana for Pamono. Kwame Nkrumah, George Jefa who dear my Ghana for Pamono. Okotena gini nuko wi. Etu de mo na da wa John betimi aye sesa constitution John betimi aye sesa mo na da o. Na me be chiro pictures bi. So now you're more powerful, you're more intelligent, you're more handsome than Kwame Nkrumah can bet you. Mr. President, be careful. To me ba ye nyankwasiafo emo mutwa ho hia. Na enye no omo pro wasemu omo pe ade no a omo die because of utumi no tie be dada na John Mahama betimi ayo John, go ahead, amend the constitution kobio. Mr. President, Kwame Nkrumah, the best president Ghana ever had. Onye afi you two no Guinea. Omo no omo dada na so wonye de onye nyina no obi akora nkwankosera no it is a president Mahama bekoso aye de oye no a me kai wo se Kwame Nkrumah de atu ni nie Mr. President de atu Kwame Nkrumah nie e so bekoso aye de wo ye no a to aso saa Mr. President enipa dada na wo ye de wo ye no a de atu Kwame Nkrumah enie Kwame Nkrumah na ojefa ahodie ma manfo no a na manfo ni bonisi no. It drew when West come to chef. Oyi say akoko sa said the oba wayi a chief justice ayenka ho hwe no. You are weakening the institutions. Go ahead and do it. But mention us a picture we so. Oh, Sergeant Omai, your friend Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor was a very powerful guy in Liberia. When power changed within a twinkle of an eye, this is Charles Taylor, a hunk of Guninsa. This is Charles Taylor, a hunk of Guninsa. It is a 2-maker club by 1 Ghana for body also 2 seconds here. Mahama Yarigamo, Madanka Williams. And now they'll say you are above the law and you can change it and you go for dear bed. You will be shocked. What will you be met with? You will be shocked what you'll be met with. And we shall defend this constitution with our blood. Some of us were not born to just become some lines or a page in somebody's history. We never was born to be like that. And we don't want anybody to give us an opportunity to write a whole chapter about us. You will face the fiercest resistance ever in the history of our republic. And I know Deputy Director of Operations at the presidency. A friend is Mustafa Bandi. Or say MPP for the baby boy. And yet me winnie. Mustafa MPP for baby boy. You know why? Because San and Nipa Adasan is subaiti. Adasan subaini say. See the 2 main mouth Julius Caesar. Enipa na omone ne call go ekokontokwa Julius Caesar call go ekokontokwa. Say nipa na wo ba ye Brutus ne nasefo omo an de sekan wo no ewo eye Senate in the middle of Senate. Alexander the Great at the age of 23 years etimi conquer from Macedonia all the way to eye Persia. Eje sa kingdom akese nyina ono an nkrofo ne poison no. It is a winning to me said yet here. Sit down there and start doing the things you are doing. Near the constitution, and it will change the constitution. You will go and change the constitution. Julius Dabra was president in Libya. Pa. I see don't get here the pa. Or Moabe Boami the second war a Senate. Said the war Julius Caesar. Coincidentally, only the Julius, but I could Julius Caesar, I could Julius Debra. It would dear Twasso. Nemi anya oja Mahama 24-hour economy onya yensu yamane tete ora etro onya yensu yamane tete dear Stephen Tokwa with Sam George onya yensu yamane tete. Go ahead and do that and you will see. Say to me Kwame Nkrumah one question saki na ye the foreign affairs minister onene na call Hanover ye ku ni we ya no ja no no ba Ghana ti se wonim said you to meet here. Tina honedi eti mo ye President Mahama 3rd term, President Mahama 4th term. Emma so china. Even if the Constitutional Review Commission for omo amendment na omo proposing omo ya, President Mahama came at the back on the back of this very constitution which gave him 2-term limit. So he can never become president again. Say yeah, amending one. It will not take a year retrospective effect. It will take a year effect from your next election. So whoever wins never cost 5 years now. Oh, President Mahama dear, we ting tong time. So, ladies and gentlemen, the state of the nation is say, Japa. Gold no ko hunu ya ne kionati for aban ye hunu gold no baby ewo. State of the nation is say gold board sameja mfi nkrofo na ochiche wo mo no. Besi na ye hunu yi. State of the nation is say ECG for enioma a wo meka sa ayira containers ya ante ho asem bio. State of the nation is say Attorney General second ofurata beba ne baba china. 1 year ni odi Attorney General na wo media mu. Court nso ye bie onko. State of the nation is say national security. Enioma omkochi ye bebre no ani ho. Ya tro frakadam na ada no mudi bu man 24-hour economy na way an ma ba be ka kire ese mo pe eti madam nyina amase. This is the maiden edition We did Okatakyie Afrifa Mensa. Now, what we must understand is that clearly, a year, Joma mentimi got tete. But we, Obia Dada also got tete. I said, lie. We did Okatakyie Afrifa Mensa. I came to serve you guys. I am done. You remember your home break, Kakra, because Christmas in a mood, you know. But I can promise you that starting after the Christmas, you know, there won't be any break. Me buy any schools and say I need to settle in properly. I have settled in, and I know I can be working from here. Eti, me da munyi na mwasi, and I know obisi America there. Obana yes. Echere se, ube bumi ameti here ameti mi show. Debi ya system no banati. No crepa. System ni more than to the point say muhunu obi anso da bia wo sore no betina Monday to Monday be ye kwase ani aboa say nipa no oni dwuma bia no ye useless pa if say system we wotim na da bia wo hye ba bi ye kwase ani aboa na wo mpe bibi nya wo ye useless be da munyina mase ye be hye bio mo ma bai Etia kasi. Every years was this amazing abia. Now I'm meeting abia for free. Nabia nije womu.